Hey Technoziast, welcome to Technoziastic channel. I'm really excited that you want to learn Java from scratch. And guess what? We are going to start Java series where you will learn Java from basics. So this video is going to be for those who want to learn Java from scratch as well as for those who don't have any prior programming language experience. If you have not written yet Hello World program in any programming language, this video is just for you. Also, if you are a working professional who is experienced person, you can follow this video if you want to switch from non-technical domain to technical domain as a shift left process. This will be very helpful to you if you guys are attending interviews. The shorts and the videos is really going to help you on cracking interviews. Not only service-based company, definitely you can crack service-based company easily with these videos, but also product-based company, and that's my promise. So now you will say that okay, there are lots of videos already available in the internet and the YouTube or for Java, for learning Java. Well, I agree that, but what they are doing is they will be teaching you Java, and then once Java is finished, they will migrate to Python. They will not help you to implement practically, like how to build an application. They will not going to teach you because they don't know. They know as a teacher, and I really do appreciate them be teaching you guys. So they teach very well, but at the end of the day, they don't have any experience in working with Java. So I'll be helping you guys to learn Java in a way, and you will be developing application. So I'll be helping you to develop application automation in many ways. This is going to be very helpful to you guys, and I'm not sure if this series will be helping you guys to get a good marks in examination, but I'm pretty much sure that once you will be finishing this, you will be able to create application for sure. So this is more practical oriented guide than uh, theoretical. So I'm not going to cover more theories. This will be more practical, you because you will be using this practical knowledge. So yeah, that's about this Java series. Please do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you will not miss out any videos, because videos will be coming out frequently, and if you will miss out, then you will have fear of missing out, FOMO. So get subscribed to this channel so that you will have continuous learning, and that pace you will be having into you. So that's all, and let's get started with this series. Today onward, we will be starting introduction to Java. So yeah, let's get started. Okay. So before we proceed with programming and writing our first program, I want to know first thing first, that why you guys want to uh, learn Java, why you want to study it, what is the need to study Java, and why only Java? Why not any other programming language? Or why not any other language on top of it? Why Java? And when I ask why Java, why not any other language? I'm not talking about C, C++, Python, but I'm talking about like Hindi, Marathi, Urdu, Farsi, Russian, Japanese. Why not any other language that we generally use? So to understand this concept, we need to understand one thing about computer, that is computer is an electronic machine. And when we talk about an electronic machine or electronic device, a device will operate always with two signal. What it is? One is on and another is off. That means one for on and zero for off. If you will switch on the fan, uh, in switches generally we see that, right? Written over at the top 0 and at the bottom 1. So this is the way that computer behaves. So isn't it fascinating? Can you imagine right now we are in a world where we are surrounded by different technologies, and all these technologies are working with trillions and multi trillions of zeros and ones are behind this process. So we are surrounded by zeros and ones. Even a single message that you send from one device to another, it's all zeros and ones. Billions and trillions of zeros and ones are transmitting from your device to a electronic tower, and then it will be sent back to someone you have sent the message. So it's all electronic signal of zeros and ones, and that's how computer behaves. Isn't it interesting for you to know? So now we know that computer works with only two things, that is, repeat after me, 0 and 1 are two number. So we call this as binary number because it is having two number. That's the reason we have binary number. The computer will understand only binary number, that is 0 and 1. Okay, so now we know computer will understand 0 and 1. Let's see how we can convert decimal into binary. So if you guys have basic understanding of powers, so as we have two numbers, that is 0 and 1, so we will be having power of 2. So we will start with 1 can, because it can have one digit also, either 0 and 1. So we'll have power of 2. 2 to the power 1 is 2. 2 to the power 2 is 4. 2 to the power 3 is 8. 2 to the power 4 is 16. 2 to the power 5 is 32. 64, then again 128. Okay, so why I have written this? Because I am going to teach you how to write binary number. Okay, so 0 and 1 is a binary number, right? So how to write or how to convert a decimal into binary? So it's very easy. Okay, let's think of some number. Let's say we want to convert 20 into binary. Okay, so to convert this into a binary number, we have to say this number. Okay, so to convert 20 into binary, we need to check which number is equal to 20 or less than 20. So we can easily say this. By seeing this, we can say this: 32 cannot be the number because it is more than 20. So the number is 16 because it is less than 20, and 16 is, we will have this number. And then if we will add 8 into 16, it will be more than 20, right? So we will not do that. And then if we will add 16 plus 4, it's 20. So now we have this similar number: 16 plus 4 is 20. So to write down the binary, it's simple now. 16, so for 16 we will write 1, and then for 8 we are not adding 8, so we will be giving 0. Then are we adding 4? Yes, we will be giving 1. Are we adding 2? No, we will give 0. And are we adding 1? No, we will be giving 0. So this is the binary for 20. Now let's take another example. Let's say I want to convert 34 into binary. So to convert 34, again we have to apply same logic, that we want to find a number equal to 34 or less than 34. So definitely this is not going to 64, we'll have 32. So this is 32 is one number. So if we will add 32 plus 16, it will be more than 34. So we will ignore this, and again we will ignore 8, because if we will add 8 plus 32, it will be more than 34. Then again if we will add 4, it will be 32 plus 4 will be again greater than 34, so we will ignore this. And then 32 plus 2, hey, now so 32 plus 2 is 34. Wow, we got our binary number 34. So to write down this binary, it's simple. So for 32 we will write 1, and then for 16 we will write 0, for 8 we will write 0, for 4 we will write 0, for 2 we will write 1, and for 1 we will be writing 0. So this is the number. So this decimal digit is now converted into binary number. Okay, now let's say I want to convert 67. Okay, so we will be finding now the binary digit for 67, right? So to find this binary, again we need to find a number which is equal to 67 or less. And we know 64 is the number which is less than 67. So 64 plus 32 is not going to work, plus 16 is not going to plus work, plus 8 is not going to work, again plus 4 is not going to work, because 64 plus 4 is 68, but we want 67. So now if we will add 64 plus 2 is what? 64, 65, 66. Now we got 66 and then 1. So now we know how to write binary, right? So wherever we see these lines, we will be writing 1. Okay. So 1 for 64, 0 for 32, 16 again 0, 8 again 0, 4 again 0, 2 will be giving 1 and 1 will be giving 1. So this is the binary number for 67. So it's very easy. Converting a decimal is very easy. If you want to convert large number of decimal into binary, so all you have to increase the power. I hope you guys got. Okay, so that's it. Like we know now how to convert a decimal into binary. How about alphabets? How we are going to calculate? So for that we have ASCII table. ASCII table is standard that is followed globally. So to convert A, we will be having a decimal 65. Okay. To convert B, we will be having a decimal 66. To convert a small a, we will be having decimal 97. So again, 65 can be converted into binary, right? So we know that. So these all details I'm just explaining you because I want you to know how computer works and how always think in numbers, binaries, because it understand zeros and ones, and we human understand always in pictures, right? So let's say if we are playing game, we are looking into the display and we able to see the character, but at the back end, all the zeros and ones are going on. You cannot even imagine like how many zeros and ones within fraction of seconds are being translated and calculated. So why I'm saying this, because when you will be writing your program, you have to determine the complexity in terms of time, like how much time your program is taking and how much space it is taking. So this all information you should be having, right? Then only you can determine. So we will be discussing more about it in further chapter. Okay, now we know machine level language, that is binary. Tell me one thing: if there is a person who knows Russian, okay, tell me one thing: if there is a person who knows Russian and one person who knows Japanese, how they are going to communicate if they know only this language? So to help them communicate, either this guy have to learn Japanese or this guy have to learn Russian. But there is one alternative. They can hire one translator instead of putting effort for learning the language. This person who is speaking Russian can say this to this translator, and this translator will convert it into Japanese. So now again this person when will speak in Japanese, this person will translate this person Russian. So this way they will able to communicate. So it is simple. This person really helped this and this person to communicate. So in computer also, there is one person who help us to convert high level language into machine level language. Do you know the name of that person? Known as compiler. This is known as compiler. So this person is known as compiler. So what is a compiler? A compiler is a program that helps to translate high level language to machine level language. So we as a human, we understand high level language, then high level language will be translated into machine level language with the help of compiler. So compiler help us to translate high level language into machine level language, that is binary. So there are lots of programming languages that we study. The question again here is same. Why we need a high level language? Why not the language that we know, like Hindi, English, Marathi, Urdu, or Russian, or any other language for writing softwares? Because there are different person having different abilities to communicate, and people do communicate in different ways. There are lots of way to express also. So until and unless artificial intelligence, AI, is not successfully passing Turing test, till then we will not use any high level language. Some smart agent need to understand our motive. They have to be intelligent enough so that if we will instruct them, they will do as it is. So for that reason, we will be having this Java language. So now we know why we are using Java. Now the question is why we will be studying Java. So Java is a programming language that is used across many branded companies. NASA, Google, Facebook, Amazon, all are using Java. So to make you believe, I can do a Google search also. Let's search famous company using Java. So So you can see among the popular companies using Java, one might name Airbnb. Backend part is mostly written in Java. We will know what is backend, what is frontend, but later. And of course, Google Java is the heart of Google Web Toolkit. Company using Java. So companies using Java. So Uber, Airbnb, Google, Netflix, Pinterest, Instagram, Spotify, Amazon, and 10,021 other famous company that you already know are using Java. So it is best now to start with Java. Once you will be learning Java, you can get placed uh, within this successful organization, and you can earn a lot of money. But money is secondary thing. One should be very proud to learn Java because you will be able to develop cool stuffs like games, web application, desktop application, Android application, and whatnot. So you can do many things if you will learn Java. So on this note, today onward, you need to decide why you want to study Java, what you want to build after completing this Java series. Please write it down in comment that what you will do once you will complete this series, what you want to do exactly by learning Java. You want to build a website or a web application or do something cool. Just tell me. I will help you because that will also help me to know that what you guys are uh, looking for with this series. Okay, so now we know why Java and what is the reason to study Java. Now it's time to learn actual Java. So to do that, I will request you guys to install either Eclipse or IntelliJ in your system. If you don't know how to install it, the link will be on description for the video that I have already shared, that how to install IntelliJ and Eclipse. So you can go through that and you can install Eclipse. Okay, so what I want you to do is pause this video right now, right away, and go to that video, look into that video, and install Eclipse or IntelliJ in your system, and then get back to here and start your video because we are going to do something practical. Okay guys, I hope you have installed IntelliJ and Eclipse in your system, and now we are good to start getting with our first program. But before we jump into our first program, first I would like to take time to explain that software that you have installed is called IDE, that means Integrated Development Environment. So why we are using this integrated development environment software? Because in real time, in real projects, we will be using this IDE only. So there are lots of IDE in market, Few are PyCharm, IntelliJ, Eclipse, Visual Studio, Visual Code, and many more. So we will be using this for development of real projects. Some of you guys might know the old school technique of running Java program is to write program in Notepad and running it with Java C. But I have never used it in real time project. So why to know that? If you still want to know that, you can explore it by yourself. So now let's get started with our Eclipse. So, so first we will search Eclipse in our system, and then we'll double click and we'll wait for this Eclipse ID to load. This Eclipse ID can take a couple of minutes to load. Once you will restart your system, it might take few minutes. So yeah, now I can see a dialog box that will ask me to set a workspace. Workspace is nothing but where you want to keep your files of program. So that's called workspace. So I'll be keeping it as default. And if you don't want this dialog box again and again, as mentioned in my earlier video, you can click this and you can launch. So I'm launching it, and again we have to wait for a couple of seconds. Yeah, so once this Eclipse will launch, so you have to go to file. So you can see here there is a file option. You need to click there and you need to click on new, and you have to click on project. Okay, so once you will click on project, if you will be so once you will click on project, you will get Java. So we need to click on Java project and we need to click on next. Okay, and we need to give a project Java learning. So you can name it anything that you would like to name, and then here we can change Java version. So for now I'll be using Java 17, and then I'll click on next. So now you will get this and we can click on finish. Okay, we can click on no. So once we'll click on finish and we will get a project like this, and then we need to right click new, and then we need to select class. Okay, and then we need to name our class name. So I'll name it as first program. Okay, and here we see one, which method stub would you like to create. We need to select public static void main. So we need to check mark on this, and then we need to click on finish. So once we will do that, we will get something like this. So let's say if you have not selected that check mark, so you will get something like this. So if you will get like this, so you need to write manually public static void main and then string args. Okay, so you need to write this if you have not selected that. And do not worry about this, like why it is written public static void main string args. We'll discuss it later. And also you don't have to care about public class first program. All you have to know is this is auto generated for now. Now you have to know one line of code, that is system system dot out dot println. So once you will type system.out println, and if you will write inside a double quote HELLOWORLT technoziastic. So now all we have to write is system.out.println and hello world technoziastic. So whatever inside the system.out println you will write, it will get printed. Make sure that you will be using this quote, double quote. Okay, so if now we will execute this program, then we need to click in this green button and we will see hello world technosiastic as an output. Okay, so you don't have to worry about all this syntax because we will be discussing this. All you have to know is to know system out println if you will write, and inside that if you will write a quote, and inside that code if you will write something, you will get this output. Let's say if I will remove this double quote, and then if I'm going to write, you see the id is already giving error. Okay, and even if we want to try executing this, it will say error exists in required project, and then it is asking us whether we want to proceed further. Even if we will proceed, there will be some error. So we have to make sure that we will be providing this double quote. We will be starting with a quote and ending with a quote. So to write multiple lines, we can copy this and we can paste multiple lines, and we can change it hello world or anything. So congrats. Let's execute this, and wow, hello world technosiastic got printed again. Hello world, hello world, hello world. So this is our first program that we have successfully written in Java. And here again, I will suggest you that you should not be worried about anything that you see written here. All your focus should be line for now system.out println, and inside this parenthesis we are giving a double quote and hello world technosiastic. We can write anything here. We can write anything and it will get printed. And we need to remove the extra double quote and we can execute it. Okay, so we can write anything and it will get printed. So we know system.out println, inside that if we will write any string, it will print. So there is println that provides a new line. So if you will remove this ln and we want to print, then what will happen? This will not generate a new line. Let's see this example. See, now both are coming in same line, but if we will provide ln, that means print new line. So we can see next time that we will get a new line. So you guys don't have to remember this system.out println. Once you will be practicing it multiple times, it will come to you automatically. Remember this system.out println. Once you will be writing it multiple times, it will automatically come to you. And I have posted one article in technosiastic.com, our website. You have to go through the article where I have given certain exercise that you have to do. Also, if you want to create projects, multiple projects, so in detail it is given in that post. So now we know how to write a program in Java. So that's it for day one. And from next, we will be learning more building blocks of Java program. Challenges executing your program. Please do reach out to me in the website or in the YouTube comment. I'm really thankful that you have watched this video till this end, and now it's time to say goodbye. But before that, I would like to ask you to subscribe this channel so that you can get update whenever I post a video. Also, do share this video with your friends and family and those who will love to learn Java. So that's all. Thank you and have a great day ahead.